Hi there, I am Elias Risk, an independent consultant, specialized in Microsoft products like Dynamics, 365 and Power Platforms. And in this video, we will cover some basics of manufacturing and we'll discuss some strategies and the terminology, so quickly cover the agenda for this episode. So in first part of this episode, we'll discuss about what is production order. We'll cover the 4 Ms or 4 major concepts of production. Then we discuss about the what discrete manufacturing process, manufacturing, lean manufacturing. We discuss about different types, and we'd also cover some examples to get the better understanding about all the manufacturing process. Then we move to the production life cycle. It's a basic manufacturing life cycle. Then we move to the production strategies. It's cover, make to order, make to stock, make to configuration there. Total 5 production strategies we'll cover in this episode. Then we move to the production cycle, P to B cycle, plan to produce. So in this 5th point, we'll cover the plan to produce cycle, which Microsoft share in their website. And in the last, we'll discuss about some production termini, some basic terminologies, and some additional and advanced terminologies. We discuss in this part, so let's get started. So first we start with the body production. So in simple word, production is a process which follows specific steps that are required to complete a production of an item, or we also call as a manufacturing of the item. And the next part is what is production order? So the production order in any ERP system, like whether you are using the Dynamics or Oracle, would any production order in any ERP. The production order is like a set of instruction for manufacturing a product. Let's have when user create one production order in ERP's team. It's tell the production team what needs to be made in what quantity, and by when. So the production order is also include details like material required, steps to be followed, and equipment to be used, and if you are properly configured, the labor. But also, so then in the production order, we have that option to receive which labor or skill set required to complete this production. So in simple term, production order is a plan that guides the production process from start to finish. It also helps the companies to track the code timelines and the resource involved in the production process. So next we move to the 4 Ms, or 4 key factor of the production. So there are 4 key factor in the production. While first is manpower, second is machine, third material, and 4 methods. So manpower represent the human efforts in the production process. Like it's include the skills of the labor, training, and experience of the people involved, such as operator, engineers, or supervisors that include in the manpower. But then second is a machine. This include all the equipment, tools, and technologies used in the production process. That is a material. So in material, these include the raw material and the component needs to create the final product or finished good. And the 4th is an important one, is method. So this refer to the process or technique used in the manufacturing. So these are the 4 Ms or key factor that majorly focus on the manufacturing. So next we discuss about the types of manufacturing. Here we discuss about the what is discrete manufacturing, process manufacturing, lean manufacturing. And we also cover job of manufacturing. So let's start with first is discrete manufacturing. Let's say you are building a car, you have got a frame, seeds and engine tires, and all sort of parts. So dire manufacturing is just like that. It's all about putting together individual part to create one finished good. So example of the discrete manufacturing is a car computer. Even smartphone is example of the discrete manufacturing. So now let's talk about the process manufacturing. So this one's a bit different. Imagine you are making something like soda or paint. You take a bunch of ingredients and mix them, so you get one final products. So once they have mixed, you can't exactly take them apart, like think it's like a baking. You can't Unix the flour, sugar, and eggs once they bake together. So in process manufacturing is all about blending ingredients into something that can't really be separated. In discrete manufacturing, we can even after manufacturing one product, we can separate their component again. So that is the main difference between the discrete manufacturing and the process manufacturing. So process manufacturing is used for things like chemical beverages, pharmaceutical majorly, pharmaceutical industry, using the process manufacturing. So these are the example of the process manufacturing. Then the third one is a lean manufacturing. Lean manufacturing. We can say that like lean manufacturing is not different types of manufacturing. This is less about what we are making and more how we are making it. Like in lean manufacturing is all about working smarter by cutting out the was so like. One of the best example of the lean manufacturing is TOTA. They become famous for lean manufacturing by producing just enough car to meet demand, save time, material, and effort. So a smart way to keep costs low and quality high is the example of the lean manufacturing. Its inline manufacturing is all about being efficient, using the fewer resource, and focusing on what really adds a value. It can be applied to almost any type of manufacturing, whether it's discrete manufacturing, in-process manufacturing. So even if you are using the process manufacturing and smartly, or like without wasting a lot of resources, you made a final product, then it's also part of the lean manufacturing process. So now let's talk about more type like job shop manufacturing. This one is a pretty unique because it's all about custom. Job shop manufacturing is usually a small batch production. Imagine you are running a workshop that make a custom furniture. Each order is a little different, and tools or machine you use might change depending on the specific job. So with job shop manufacturing, it's all about flexibility. You are not making the same thing over and over again. Instead, each order might require a different material, different processes, and different setups, all right? So let's quickly recap all the types of manufacturing. So discrete manufacturing is assembled apart. Process manufacturing blends ingredients. Lean manufacturing is all about reducing the in-job manufacturing. Handle the unique or custom orders. So I hope you understand the difference between all four types of manufacturing. So let's move to the next part, production lifecycle. So this is a production order. Lifecycle stages is start from created, then estimated release started. RF report has finished, and the last one has ended. So let's first start with the created. So we have created. This is like a planning stage at this point. Production order, it just set up. We know what we want to make, but we haven't figured out the exact resources it needed or how much it will. Cost. So this will decide it in the next step, which is estimated. So in the estimated stage, we dive a bit deeper. We calculate the cost, time, material needed to make this product. Think of its budgeting and organization before you actually begin the production process. So you know exactly what to require to get the job done. After this stage then comes to release. Now the production order is officially ready to move forward. The planning is done. Everything is said. We are saying, let's get started. So it's basically a green light for production team to start direction. After that, we are on to the started stage. So this is where the real work begins. Machines running, material are moving. Everyone is actively working on to being the product to the life. So once the most of work is done, we reach to RAF. We stand for report is finished. It means that production is completed. The production is done and ready to inspect or any final adjustment. It's just like saying we are done, but let's double check everything. And finally, we reach to ended stage. This is a wrap-up stage. Product is ready, everything is finalized, and the production order is officially close. So it's like finish line where everything is completed, documented, and ready for delivery. So these are 6 stages of the production order lifecycle. So let's make it more real. With a quick example, imagine you're producing a batch of custom table for a big of order. So with this example, we cover all 6 stages. So first, as you created, we started by setting up the production order for, let's say, 50 tables. We have the order of 50 tables. So now in the second stage, we estimated. Next, we calculate the cost of wood, labor, and time to prepare this table. Then third is release. Everything is organized and we are ready to start the production. Our teams get a green light to start producing the table. Then fourth is started, so the production team gets to work cutting, sending, and assembling each table. Then the 5th stage is RF. Once all tables are assembled, we mark the order as a report has finished and inspect each table for quality. And once the quality checking is done, then the last edge is ended, where finally everything is checkout. So we mark the production order as ended, and the tables are ready to deliver. So this is how we start with the created and ended stage, from receiving the order to get ready that final product for the delivery. So in the next part, we'll discuss about the production strategies in manufacturing. We majorly have the 5 production strategy: make to order MTS, assembled to order ATO, configure to order CTO, make to order MTO, and engineer to order EIO. So each one of these strategies play a different role in how products are made and delivered. So first, when we start with the make to stock or MTS, this is probably the most common strategy where company producing goods in advance based on demand forecasts and keep them in stock, too ready to go. Think of it like stocking up a popular item before sale. Products are available immediately when customer want them, like them ready-to-min, snacks, or everyday essential you find on the store shelves. Next, we have the assembled to order or AIO here company. Keep a part ready, but don't put them together until an order comes. It's like mix and match strategy where parts are waiting to assemble based on the customer order. It's a great example of fast food restaurant. They don't make a burger until you order it, but then they have all ingredients like the burn, the patty, the toppings ready to go. This way, they can quickly customize your order and deliver fresh. Now, third one is a configure to order or co. Take a thing step further. Like here, the customer choose from specific option and the company build the product to match that unique configuration. It's like ordering the custom computer. You pick up the memory processor storage and the company build it for you. It's balance between the customization and the quick delivery. Then there is a make-to-holder M2. In this strategy, the thing is made until customer places an order in this manufacturing company, start from scratch. So production only begins when there is a confirmed demand. Imagining order, a custom piece of furniture. They won't start crafting it until you place that order. So this is an idea for unique product or lower demand items. And finally, we have engineer to order it. This is most customized strategy. The product isn't just made for the customer. It's actually designed based on their exact requirement. Think of a large construction project like building a bridge or custom machine. The company works with the client to design and engineer the product first, and only then does the production start. This strategy is all about the customization and the collaboration with the customer. I hope this breakdown of the production strategy, it's easier to understand. So next we move to the plan to produce cycle P2B. In ERP, we have like multiple cycles, like 2 is pro, to pay, then O to C, order to cash. Similarly, we have the same cycle manufacturing, which is plan to produce cycle. So today we are going to discuss that based on the Microsoft ER. So it's the same plan to grow a cycle as there. In their documentation, I attach that document in the hour description, so you can just review that document as well. So it's bit trick key for the beginner. So I'll try to keep this easy. So first we start with the basic P recycle. It's start from defined strategies. Then we plan the operation. Then we run the operation. Then we outsole order if it's needed, and then ensure the continuous quality control and cost tracking. So first F is define production strategy. So we have discussed the production strategy in our previous SLID. So there are 6 production strategy. So first in this process, we define which strategy is work for our manufacturing. It's like setting up the game plan before the big match. So once we decide which production strategy we're going to use in our production cycle, let's say it's make to stock. So we decided one production strategy. Then the next step is plan production operation. Once we have got our strategy, we plan a production operation. Here we decide on the when, where, and how of every operation works. These stages involve scheduling the resources, setting the timelines of the production, and making sure that all GIs are lined up to turn just the right movement. Then the third step is a run production operation. With everything in place, it's time to run the production operation. This is like an action phase. So in this process, workers start doing their things. Products are coming in life. While that's happening, there are even more parallel process we are tracking. And after this, we also have that option to outsource order. As needed heroes a twist, something we need to outsource the production order. So picture this like we are partnering with another company to produce a parts or component. So these keep our production process on time and everything is in sync, but it's optional stage. Outsourcing is very optional stage. And the last one is like controlling quality. Just a checkpoint, it's continuous process. We are always controlling the production quality. And if something goes, of course, like we got a case of resolution part, the way to track the issue head on and the tracking cost, like finally we track the production cost, every little expense or every resource use it. It's all recorded and analyzed. So this helps us to understand the true cost of the production and make an adjustment to stay profitable. Next, we discuss about the key terminologies. So this term might sound technical, but understand they make it easier to follow the production process. I will walk you through each one in simple terms, so let's jump right on it. So first is FG, or finished good. They are completed product to ready to shift out to the customer. It's like an end result of a whole production cycle. Next is SFG. We stand for semi-finished good. They are the products that are part of way through the production process. They aren't finished yet, but they are on their way, let's say. Example, engine gen in a car factory is an SFG until it's assembled into the car. So this time the engine is a semi-finished go. It's not comparated. Then we have the raw material. These are the basic component or ingredient that start the production process, like wood for the furniture or steel for the car. Like raw met material are the building blocks for everything we produce. Then we have route is a key term as well. This is a plan path. That product takes through different production steps like painting assembly. This oil process comes under the route terminology. So the route tell us which process to follow in what order. Next up is a BOM or bill of material. This is like a recipe for making the product, listing out all the part quantity raw material needed. Imagine it's like a shopping list that ensure we have everything we need to before production start. Then we have some additional key terminologies. First, we discuss about some basics. This is additional key terms. Resource means. Resources refers to everything need to make the product, like machine worker tools. Other resource in the production cycle. Then the calendar in the production is all about scheduling. It shows when the resource like machine workers are available in the production cycle. A well-managed car helps to ensure that we stay on track and avoid daily delay. So calendar is a very important part in the production. Then there is a scrap. So this is a waste or left or material that can be used as minimal. The scrap is a big part of the lean manufacturing that we already discussed, like cutting out the waste material is a part of lean manufacturing. Then the production schedule is like our game plan. It will outline each step of production should be happen so we can meet the deadlines to avoid the bottle tons. Lastly, subcontracting will make a separate episode on the subcontracting, but it's just a terminology we are discussing over here. So this is when company outsources a part of production process to another company. For example, a clothing brand sends a fabric to a partner company for teaching. That's a subcontracting. It's a way to share the workload and the expertise. We have some advanced production terminology as well, so we just quickly review that also. So first up is WIP, we stand for work in progress. This refers to an item that are somewhere in the middle of the production. Then we have lead time. This is total time it takes from moment an order is placed until the product is ready for delivery. So let's say if you order the custom t-shirt. Lead time includes the design, painting, packing, and shipping, the whole journey from start to finish. So this whole time is considered as a lead time. Then the capacity. Capacity is all about how much a production line or machine can be produced within a specific timer. Knowing the capacity is an important part to avoid overeating resources. Think of it like how many cupcake you have. One can make it on one go. That's its capacity. Now let's talk about the cycle time. This is the time taken to complete one production site. It's a key measure to production speed. So you can, with the cycle time, you understand the production speed to produce one single finish. Good. Next, downtime. Downtime is pretty straightforward, but it's important because downtime is any period when the production stop, usually because of maintenance machine issue, or even breaks. The downtime comes in the production. Reducing downtime is a big goal in the manufacturing because every minute counts in the manufacturing industry. Then second last is the quality control is so quality, ensure that the product means the standard before they leave the factory. And quality is very easy. Termini log state for just taking the quality of the finished good and the rework. Rework is the extra word need to fix the product. That it means the standards in the first time, like even after the quality, some need to rework on that particular finish, go to meet their standard. It's like giving a product a second chance, so we want to minimize the rework because it's cost extra time or money in the production line. So that's it. For this episode, I hope you understand the basic concepts of the manufacturing.